Hi everyone. How are you doing today? September 25th. What a beautiful day. What an interesting day. I don't know about you, but it's been full of really interesting experiences for me. One of the things I really want to talk about is finding out that we are going to have new neighbors. Again, I just want to say, is it us? Are we the problem? It's funny the things that come into your head when things just work out in a certain way. We've had 3 neighbors, downstairs neighbors, and now we're getting ready to welcome in a 4th. We actually asked the landlords if we could move downstairs to be on the main floor. And then today, we're looking out the window and a car pulled up and they came out and walked to the house and they had a clipboard and I was like, who are you people? And then I realized that the landlord had kind of snuck into the back. I didn't notice he was here. And he was talking to this couple and I didn't want to make it obvious that I was listening. So I just listened for a minute. I had a feeling that they were going to be the new tenants. And I heard, 1-year lease. And I was like, oh, okay. They just, they rejected our offer. They're going with these people. And then they shook hands. We went back to the window and they got into their car and they started talking, but they weren't driving away. And they were looking up at me and Sadie was in the window and Jacob was in the window and they just were talking and they just kept talking and they kept looking up at us and I was just kind of making it known that there's, a little family here because we found out that the current neighbors that it's been a year and they're leaving, they didn't know that we had a baby and a dog and they don't like living with us, so they're leaving. And I just, I wanted them, this new couple to see that this is we're here. This is our home. We have a child and there is a dog. Then you're living below this family. And we don't go out of our way to be boisterous, but we listen to music. Jacob has the zoomies. He plays with blocks and toys. Sadie barks. It's not. It wouldn't be for everyone to live with a family like ours. At least we don't have the drum kit anymore. Or the studio here. We used to have a recording studio here. And a drum kit. Oh, no wonder. It's us. I really want a new home. I really want to be in a new home. Just us. Our own space. I went on I got called out on a little adventure today. And I went to, it's called Child Reach, and it's a beautiful little center where they have play groups and you can let your kids run around, and it's a fun little family resource center. But for $35 a year, you can join their like toy lending program, and they have like buckets of like toys and activities and puppets and books, and they have large items and small items. They have everything. It's like an ECE, like an early childhood educator resource center, essentially. So like, or for parents. Like, I don't want to have to go out and buy a billion toys. So this is a really great way to, like, every 2 weeks, like, I can bring home different puzzles and different activities, and then like literally just like rotate his toys without having to own anything. It's amazing. So I went there, picked out a bunch of cool stuff, musical instruments. I got some scarves, like a really cool puzzle. He's really into like stacking things, so I got these like Japanese blocks. They're really cool. And yeah, so did that, and then I was called to go to there's like 3 or 4 stores in one. It's on Elias Street across from Anderson's and Junction, but it's like the Sentimentalist, Brown and Dixon, Little Wren Books, and Back to the Fuchsia. So it's like a vintage shop. So I was called there. I wanted to find The Glass Jar by Sylvia Plath. That's what I was called. That was what I was called to go see if they had. I couldn't find it. It was so cool. And I mean, like, I love it. Like, life just puts you in the positions where you need to be. So I went, I couldn't find the book, but I was there, and like within 2 seconds, somebody walked in that I knew, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, hi Robin, how are you doing? So Robin, I think it's Antler Press, musician, muralist, artist. I was at their, I'm going to say there because I think I don't want to, the word I want to say is misappropriate, but I don't know if that's correct. I would call him a him, but I also think they might be a them or they. I'm not 100% sure, so I'm sorry if I'm wrong. So I might say him or they. Sorry. Lovely human, this wonderful human. So I went to this started, there was artwork, there was like a little card in a local coffee shop in Locomotive, and I was just really drawn into this artwork, and it was like, come see it was like at a gallery, come see it. And I was like, I really want to go to this, and didn't make it all week. And then all of a sudden the last day I was like, okay, like we're gonna go. So took the family. It was at, where was it? Tab. It was at Tab, I believe. So we went, saw some cool art. Robin was playing music and like talking about the artwork and what's going on and like experiences, and it was really nice. And I didn't get to meet them in person, but fast forward like months, months later, I was in another coffee shop. I like to go to coffee shops. This one was oh no. Anyways, it'll come to me. Any coffee shop, and I was like, hey, like, you're Robin, right? And I was at your art show. Like, we proceeded to have this really, really nice conversation. Really nice conversation. We discussed books and inspiration for the next, show in March, and We just had a really nice chat. And then fast forward to today, they walked in and I was like, how are you doing? Like, it's so good to see you. And I got to talk about my YouTube channel, and I got to talk about what drew me. I was like, this is my first time here. And Robin was like, isn't it amazing? And I was like, yeah, like I could spend time here for sure. Like, it's a great spot. But I said, I was drawn here because I'm trying to find the bell jar, Sylvia Plath. And I was like, I listened to a video today and someone was talking about this analogy about the fig tree. And so if you watched I don't even know what I'm calling it. I think I called it like trust, or like, I don't know, the video that I posted today. It was just like a channeled message. I was pacing around my room chatting. And so what was coming to mind in that video, talking about like different paths to go down and feeling like there's a million paths and like just don't know where to go. And then I was listening to this video talking about the analogy about the fig tree. And I looked, and so they were like, just look it up. Like, I don't remember what it is, but the fig tree, it's important. So I looked it up, and there's this beautiful quote from the bell jar, basically saying like, you're sitting under this fig tree, and there's so many beautiful figs, and you can see these images. You know, one is a husband and a family, another one is a career, one is one on stage, one is like just these beautiful paths in life that you can choose to go down, and experiences that you can experience. But then you notice that they start to shrivel and they start to fall off the tree because you're just sitting there trying to just hum and haw and see which fig is the best. And by doing that, you're not actually choosing to eat the fruit, and you're just letting it wilt and die off in front of you while you sit and just try to see every single life path and every single fig on this beautiful tree instead of just eating the fruit in front of you. And so I went to go find that book, but I didn't. But I found Robin. And that was even better. Invited me to, there's a punk rock flea market on Dundas Street this weekend. He said there was an open mic night, and I was like, oh, like what? You know, like poetry, and Robin said, you know, music. And I wanted to kind of probe. I was like, I wonder if like I could do a song. Like I kind of had the thought of doing a song, but like I don't know what's like what classifies as punk rock. Does it have to be like punk rock? Can I sing a cover? Does it have to be original? Like, you know, I'm not like a musician, but like I am kind of looking for opportunities to be on stage, to be honest. Like I'm putting that out there. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to turn into anything, but like it's kind of fun to, you know, explore that path. And, you know, maybe what I should be learning from this fig tree is like, you know, eat the fruit, message this person and be like, I want to sing. And then figure it out, and then just like sing, and don't stress about it, and just go and do it. Just go and do it. And then circling back, 1414, there was a for sale sign on the street near the shop, and I said to myself, oh, like let's just go look at it. It was calling to me. Our previous neighbor lives on that street, and our previous neighbor has a dog that was best friends with our dog. Like they grew up together. They spent 2 years together. Like Augie moved in at 8 weeks, 10 weeks. and Sadie, like, were inseparable every single day, day in, day out, for 2 years. And then they moved to this street, and they moved to the street, and we haven't really seen them since. And like, Sadie's lonely, and like, I kind of we miss them. We miss them. And it's like right across the street from them, and there's like a park, and it's like right by the factory, and we go there like every day. And there's a brewery and cool shops, and there's a lot of cool stuff. Not that either of us have jobs. I'm trying to manifest the purchase of a home without any income. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to trust the universe. I'm trying to follow the path. I'm really trying to not let any of this beautiful fruit go to waste. I'm really trying to, walk down these paths and trust that it's what I'm supposed to be doing. But then the density of the reality of my situation sneaks into my thoughts and push my daydreams out of there. And trying to strike a balance, of course. I know that home is like home, but I just feel like I've never felt at home in my physical space, my physical reality. And it's just something that I want dearly. Just to have a slice of security. Just like a place to call my own, and to have it be my responsibility to care for and to tend to. It's like having a home base, like a base, a jumping off point. I want to travel and do cool things, but I also would love to be able to do all of those things and then know that there's a space for me, a space where I find comfort and peace and joy, where we can build, we can have memories. I just think that would be really special. Patience. Always patience. I'll see you tomorrow.